Okay. Okay, let me get back over here. I forget sometimes that I'm videotaping here, sorry. Okay, I'm going to start over again. See, he's not even bothered by this. So this is going to make it very good for him to become trail savvy when he doesn't have to be afraid of something coming out. It's not to say that he'll never spook. There's no such thing as a bomb-proof or a spook-proof horse. I'm sorry. I'm sure there are some good horses out there that may seem like that, but I'll tell you what, if it's something intense enough to make these animals be afraid, they will move on you. And what I want people to be aware of is what to do in those situations. I mean, you can go along and ride for a year and not have any spook problems at all, and then all of a sudden you're going to have one because you're going to be lackadaisical about it. You can't do that. I don't care how good a rider you are. I don't care how good of a horse you have. Anything at any time can happen. I want you to always be prepared, especially when you're working with a young horse. Now, he's doing really good for me today. This is probably about the best that I've had him work for me in probably the last week or so. But that's okay. I'm always happy for improvement. Okay, so now I'm going to show you another couple little games that I do with him. I like to take the rope and put it around him like this. Now, if you're riding along and you get hung up in some vines or tree limbs or something like that, or he backs into something like that, I want him to know that when he feels something on his legs, not to panic. Okay, so this is a good exercise to do. And I'm going to go to all 4 feet. Now, the same thing, when I go and approach his back legs, what am I going to do? Okay, I am going to touch his neck, come down along his body, stay in contact with his body, and I'm going to do the same thing right here. I apologize for his anatomy here, but like I said, he is a 2-year-old stallion. So, and we're not in the show ring, and I'm not too concerned about this right now. He is behaving himself. So like I said, I apologize for his anatomy. Okay, same thing. Up. No bite. Okay. And I shake my finger at him too to let him know that's not acceptable. Bump, bump, bump. I don't want him to try to block me. Okay? He did that not because I was doing anything with his legs. He was just doing that because he's a colt. And then you just have to stay on him. Okay? I'm going to move him around again. Okay? I'm going to bump, bump him, bump, 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 bump. Now you see how more subtle I'm getting with my bumping on him? Okay? Because I've got him mostly left brain. Now he wants to play again. And that's okay. Let him play. I don't have a problem with that. If he's got something in his mouth besides my arm, that makes me happy. Alright, see that? No biggie. Same thing, I'll take the rope, go along his neck, under his belly, go around his butt. I'll do that even with the carrot stick. Okay? I'll take my carrot stick, bring it on over, around the side there, up around his ears. See that? Okay? And that's what you want. You want your horse to be comfortable with different situations that you can put them in. Alright? How many horses do you think would be able to tolerate something like that? Well, unless you work with them and you can play with them and you get them to be relaxed, not many. Okay? Now I got it wrapped around his ear. I even put this in his mouth, and when it fell, it came up on his ear here and everything else. Remember, your hands are your best tools, and whatever you have in your hand should represent your hand. That it's going to be soft, that it's not nothing that they have to be afraid of. Now I want to ask him for it back and see. Ah, that was very good. No bite. Ah, ah. Okay? No bite. No bite. Now I'm pre-warning him. Okay? So I'm going to do this on the other side too. Take it over. See how I bring it over on his back. Get it on his butt there. And over here. Okay? And I do it on both sides. I do it from both sides. Okay? He wants to play with the rope. That's okay. not a problem. Okay, no bite. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to wrap it around his ears. Get it up there, like so. Whoops. Wrap it around his ears, like so. Play with his ears. Look at this. So it's all in handling, right? He's not been abused. Nobody's ever hurt him. And he's very comfortable with what I'm asking him to do. Okay? So I know I'm being kind of facetious here and kind of playing around here a little bit. But I want to show you how much fun I have with my horses when I train them. And he's not the only colt. I've got probably about 7 or 8 young horses that I'm working on. But I have fun with every one. They show me something different, each and every one of them. Okay, what more do you want when you got a horse that's very comfortable and relaxed like that? All right, so that's pretty much about it. Now when I go ahead, one more thing I want to show you is that when I go ahead and uncinch him, okay, I'm going to ask him to come forward. Thank you. And I'm going to turn him around. Bump, bump, bump. Nice and easy. There we go. Good job. Okay, so now that I'm going to uncinch him, if this was a saddle, the way I would do it is that I would first of all, and if I've been riding him for quite a while, just loosen it a little bit. Okay, and just kind of wiggle it around here, kind of like a little massage right here. And then I'll take it off. Now, here's another thing. Can I do this? Oh, bite, Poco. Look at that. Very nice. Let's see if I can do it on the other side. Okay, he's going to go after my pad again. Hey, can I have that? Leave it. There we go. Okay, this time I wasn't playing games with him. I wanted it right now. And he knows, so I just flicked him with my finger. Put it right there. Oh, there he goes. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Okay. Thank you. All right, can I flip this on his back? Push him away a little bit. There we go. One more time. Very good. Can I put this on his rump? There we go. So you see those games that I played with him to desensitize him, to get used to having things touch his body throughout. This just didn't happen overnight. This has just been with halfway decent, consistent work with him. I've not worked him as much as I would like to. Okay? But when I get ready to get up in that saddle, this is the kind of horse I want. I want him nice and quiet and ready to accept the saddle, the weight of the saddle, ready to accept the rider and the weight of the rider. The next steps will be mounting games, and I'll show those to you later on. All right, thank you very much.